Thenceforth, one shall try on first. So before trying on anything, I quickly to talk about this undershirt. When I was talking about purchasing undershirts, I dated from after 1950 until about 2000. Most of them dating from about 1970 onwards. That could look the most accurate. Well, the ones I had purchased were that one, which obviously the main inaccuracy here is the tag, Tommy Blue Jeans, not only because the brand I think does not exist, but the font is also relatively, well, the font is alright. But see, actually this is exceptionally accurate for something dates from the 1990s, because it has this, they usually did that, especially with mass production of until about 1950, whereby they would not do well to the hem, like on this, all undershirt, they would actually just serge it. Also, this is incredibly warm to wear by, although I got it too warm. But it has thinned out incredibly much through the heavy washing in the 3 months and so. And I got it as a medium. If it is 100% cotton but all knitted up in such a mode, get one size smaller than you desire it to be. It shall be a little bit too small to your own taste in the beginning, because they get much larger afterwards, as you may have seen. The other one I had, which was initially too small, so honestly, the other one I had, which was initially too small, purchased about 2 years ago, but since I lost so much weight, is this one. This is more accurate because this is not a brand, but this is probably actually more modern, and it is white. It was purchased with the idea of wearing for the morning, one of the 4 morning undershirts. But since I got all the solid ones, and I need one more non-white undershirt, I got that one. Because at first I had not lost the weight until very recently, and they think, which one was I wearing? But I was wearing the family Soviet Union undershirt. Then after testing it, I had no choice, and it was a good thing in order to test it, to see if it could actually be worn. And where is it now? The original one purchased. Yeah. But never mind, the original one I purchased, which has gone white since. You see, this is a modern one I talked about. This looks way more accurate. Even the button plate is still too small. Never mind. There. Now, the white one is less, maybe seems warmer, but actually less warm. But then it tends to get less warm, less quickly, if that makes sense, because it is less knitted-like, and thus it resists scrubbing more and washing. So we get less large. It is a tad snug for my ideal fit, but then the good thing is, I lost the weight, so it's a tad snug for my type of how I like things to fit. But then again, still wearable, since I'm only about 60 kilograms now. Now, one other thing, why not? Why purchase? These I had purchased before, and I had purchased about 2 years ago, something a little bit less perhaps. But this was purchased very recently, bought back. I would try it on for the very first time, but before trying it on, I would try on the more modern 1979 high-level imitation, I'll say, rather than reproduction. Is it a reproduction? Is it a level? Well, I'm trying the one that is actually different, that does not have a split back yoke, just for a change. Because other than that, and the ever so almost inexistential difference of buttons. Note, not the difference of button material, simply the difference of buttons. So it is as accurate as the buttons from the first one purchased, that dates from actually later on. Now, dates from 1979, it's obviously much less long and now more practical as an undershirt. And it actually has no colour, and I know how to fit below and to fit fine. So they've got a ring called, you know, because they were packed for decades and then probably in a suitcase. It really does not matter. Yeah, it fits. I can't even tell the difference. It fits the same. The length of the sleeves is the same. This is still far more accurate than, you know, what I said in the. Just rewatch or watch the playlist. See, quite long. So this probably longer than the other one because it did not shrink through heavy washing. Is it essentially longer? I don't actually think so. Perhaps by a pinch, by a tad. Again, things, the further one gets back, and since these days from 7 to 9, the more things tend to be long. Either long or long. Especially with really, you know, off-the-rack garments, or you know, utilitarian garments like army undershirts. Now we're trying to. It smells of older. The very old one from 1945. By George. Now this is a fantastic really. Look at that. Oh heavens, this shall be very hard to wear as an undershirt, especially with the stiff collar of the shirt without wear it. Remember the 1895 playlist, the 1917 heavily starched shirt that has a heavily starched band collar, which just makes it worse. It is meant to be taking a removable collar and has to be taking a removable collar because this is very thin, even actually smaller than this band collar. That off, this would just protrude on top and look ridiculous. That off, it not only means that I have to wear a shirt with an extremely stiff band collar sitting on top of that collar, but then another extremely stiff removable collar sitting on top. Now the thing is, with the 1970 to 25 thin shirt, it was all the way through. That's what I'm talking about. It is quite too large, so this may still work, but since there's a bit snug, I cannot take it snug yet because then it becomes too snug as it is now, because, you know, these things do not necessarily fit very well to literally made, they're not made for me, they're not made for anyone, in fact. Even when they're made by someone for that person, these basic patterns all in the same sizing, so it does not really mean anything, even if they knew it would be the only person wearing it, because essentially it was the same person doing it. These are not luxurious or, yeah, homemade things. These are just homemade things. In fact, not homemade, but made in the military camps. If they were made in the military camps, perhaps they were mass-produced by some woman for the military. I'm not an expert in the military thing, and things that sellers say apparently they may be fulsome without they even knowing it. So, see, it is clearly not white, which is actually it's because I have too many white ones, and these, all the ones I have do last a long time. It is exactly the sort of color I was looking for. So, the shoulders are a little bit snug, but it is still about exactly the size required. And this is massively large, but the cloth is so thin that again it may pose the same remain one may think, well, in winter, although he's always in Dubai, it still gets, at least in the early meadow when I have all the dogs, perchance 15 degrees. And also I'm not wearing an overcoat. If it rains, I'm wearing a raincoat, it usually does not wear it. All the air will pass through and it not even being thick, it will have this, you know, when one gets cold, nippy. But with the corset, heavily it shall be alright. Otherwise, this is more like war. Back then, you know, most people were not going to tellers and all and had the exact thing they required, and they sort of dealt with it. Also today people wear things that are even far worse, but since they no longer have any productive lives, they no longer walk dogs, walk to places, they always stay indoors, it's different.